What's up, everybody? I'm here with PFL fighter Aaron Jeffery fighting on the 7th this weekend. How are you, Aaron?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm great. So, my first question is your last fight was a split decision loss against Dalton Rasta in the 2025 PFL semifinals. What did you take away from that rematch, and how did it influence your training camp coming into this fight?
Yeah, it was a close fight. I think it could have went either way. Um, I think if anything, maybe it taught me just to be like a little bit more urgent in the fight. Like I felt like I was winning, but I knew it was close. So I think maybe I don't know if coasted is the right word, but maybe I just could have been a bit more urgent and just like done more to win. Like they always say about the sport, you can't leave it in the hands of the judges. So I think going forward, I'm gonna make sure if I'm winning that I'm winning clearly.
Um, Josh Silveira is a former LFA double champion with a really good grappling game. You excel at making a fight an ugly clinch war. Do you view this matchup as a classic wrestler versus anti-wrestler grind, or do you see technical openings to exploit him on the feet?
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I think Josh is kind of similar to me. Like he does utilize his wrestling sometimes, but not always. I think he ends up in the clinch a lot too. Um, and I think a couple of his last fights, he stayed striking quite a bit too. So I think we're both well rounded. I think the fight could end anywhere, but yeah, I think technically I'm better than him, and I can keep the fight where I want to keep it.
You said that your past losses, this is like kind of what you said in the first question, were from losing focus, not a lack of skill. After this long layoff, how did you adjust your mental training to stay locked into the game plan?
Uh, I It's probably not as much a result of like past fights, but I had an injury lately that I wasn't sure if I was gonna fight again after it. And coming back from that and now being back here after a long layoff, I feel very grateful to be here. And I'm like appreciating the sport more. So I think I'm in a good headspace because of that. Like I'm happy to be here and I'm excited to go out there and fight, and I'm not overly focused on like outcomes, and I'm not like stressing about the result of the fight as much. I think it's going to allow me to just fight the way I want to fight a little bit more.
So yeah, that injury you were just speaking about, we were talking in Pittsburgh off camera, and you were
Yeah.
telling me about the injury. For the people that don't know, what happened to you?
Um I would prefer not to say on the record. Um I don't know if you remember what it was or if I told you specifically, but it's something we can keep between you and I.
Yeah, and about the injury for the people, not for the people that don't know, but like in context of the injury, you mentioned that you were questioning retirement. So what does this fight mean to you and your soul to actually get back and not give up your fight career, your MMA career?
Yeah, again, like it's made me appreciate everything because I didn't know if I was going to be back here again. So um probably with like any career path that you could take in life, I think it can become stale and it starts to feel like work and you're like not super excited about it anymore. So to like have this back after I wasn't sure if I was going to have it again makes me appreciate things more. And again, like be more excited to be here again.
A fight camp almost demands like selfishness in all your life. When you look at your personal relationship with your family, what is the hardest thing you have to ask them to like tolerate so you can pursue your dream?
Probably like the lack of time that you get to spend with them. Like I see my girlfriend every day, obviously, but sometimes it's not exciting, right? It's going to be me laying on the couch, like resting in between trainings or at night. You don't always have the energy to like go out and do stuff. Like she wants to go on a trip, or she wants to go for dinner, or she wants to go to a concert or something, and it's not always possible because like rest is so key. And then like I have family kind of dispersed all over Canada that I'm not able to see as much as I want to. You know, you're kind of locked into your training schedule. Like I have to be in the gym 6 days a week at certain times. So I'm not able to like get in the car or hop on a plane and go somewhere far away. So I think the time commitment to the sport is probably the biggest thing that that can be challenging.
Uh, if you could go back into the day you decided to become a fighter, knowing every injury, every close decision lost, and every sacrifice you would have to make, what is the honest advice you would give to the younger version of you?
That's a good question. Um, I don't know. Maybe I would tell myself to appreciate it more. Again, I'll come back to like the injury thing and like feeling you feel stale in the sport sometimes and you fucking hate it like after a close loss and you're like, fuck this, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm sick of it. I beat my body up and then I don't get the outcome I want, and you can maybe start to resent it a little bit, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm like living my dream. I'm living a pretty cool life, and it's going to be short lived, right? Like fighters don't have a super long career fighting at a high level, so I think it's important to keep it in mind to just appreciate it the whole time.
When everything stops after a fight, the cheering, the lights are fading, you're back into your room after a fight. Looking at your old fight tapes, what do you need to achieve in the sport and look back and say, yes, all the pain was absolutely worth it, or do you already feel like you have achieved that?
Um, I think if it ended now, I think I could be satisfied with it. I feel like I have a lot more left to give. I think I can fight at a high level for like a few more years, several more years. Um, I think it's going to be hard for all fighters at any point to give it up. Like you always see guys come back after many losses, and then you can tell they're getting too old, and maybe they don't have it anymore, and they're like on a losing streak, and they keep wanting to fight more. Um, I don't really want to get to that point, but I think I do have a decent amount more in the sport. But I don't know. I would like to say that I could be satisfied if it ended now.
And last question, if you were to give one strong message to the next generation of MMA or people wanting to start MMA and pursue it, what would it be?
Hard work, commit to it, and work hard, and don't cut corners. Don't cut corners on yourself for your own career.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Thanks, man.